This is all about calculating the average.
Right, we're going to look at calculating the average, but before we start, there's something that makes me absolutely mad. Somebody down here has put dots all over my face. It looks like I've got some terrible illness. That's really not on. In fact, it's very mean. I'm going to write it down, mean. Because it is mean. And the mean is what we're looking at today, because mean is another word for average, and it's the most common word for average, and it's the most common type of average. There are lots of other types of average. So what do we mean by average? This word, it's like a word that people know. Average means, the best word that I can think of to describe what average means is the word typical. Okay, so it means we're looking for a number that is typical of a set of numbers. So imagine we have 5 children. Okay, they're standing here in a row, and there are some big ones and there are some little ones and some very little ones, and we're going to measure how tall they are. What we mean by a typical number is it's a number that summarizes the height of these 5 individuals without us knowing any of their actual heights. Okay, so you might think of it as, this will look bad, as something that kind of represents all of them, even though it's not actually the height of any of them. Okay, so we're going to have 5 numbers, and write them down, and then we'll do some calculations on them. Okay, so this first character is 1.5 meters tall. Okay, this one is 1.5. This one is only 1 meter. Little sister. Okay, 1 meter. This character is very tall, 1.8 meters. In fact, that might be an adult. This one, oh dear, 0.8. And this one here could be 1.2 meters tall. Okay, now to calculate the average, or to calculate the mean average as it's called, we're going to add those numbers up and divide them by 5, because there are 5 characters here. Okay, so that's how the mean works. You add the numbers up and you divide by the number of people there are. Okay, so I'm going to do that quickly. So the total is 6.3, that's a point there. 6.3 meters, and that's a total. Well, nobody's 6.3 meters, but if we divide 6.3 by 5, so we could use just a bus stop, 6.3 by 5. So 5 into 6 goes 1 point, remainder 1. And 5 into 13 goes 2, with a remainder of 3. And 5 into 30 goes 6. So the answer is 1.26. So our final answer here is that the mean height, or the average height, but we'll say mean because it's slightly more accurate, the mean height of these children is 1.26 meters. Just check, nobody is actually that height, but 1.26 represents probably that yellow line there, that yellow dotted line. So the average height